Welcome back to RF Coins. Today let's start from the beginning. The 1992 D Lincoln penny was struck at the Denver Mint, marked by the small d under the date on the obverse side, right beneath the year. The obverse features the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, which has appeared on the U.S. 1-cent coin since 1909. The reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of national unity and strength. However, there's something truly special about some 1992 D pennies that sets them apart from the rest. It's all about the lettering, the word Liberty, and the date placement next to the edge. Certain 1992 D pennies have a design feature known as the close AM variety, and this is what drives their sky-high value. You see, the standard 1992 D penny has a small space between the letters A and M in the word America on the reverse. But the close AM variety, the one that collectors crave, shows the A and M nearly touching each other. This variety happened because the mint accidentally used a proof die, normally used for special collector coins, to strike a small batch of regular circulation coins. That tiny difference created one of the rarest and most valuable modern Lincoln pennies in existence. Now, let's talk about how rare this coin really is. Experts believe only a few dozen of the 1992 D close AM pennies have ever been found. That means out of the billions of pennies made in 1992, only a handful are worth life-changing money. Most people who find one have no idea what they're holding until they look closely under magnification. If you have a 1992 D penny, flip it over and check the word America. If the A and M are almost touching, congratulations, you might be sitting on a coin worth tens of thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, of dollars depending on condition. Let's move to the current market value. Ordinary 1992 D pennies, the common ones, are still worth 1 cent in circulation and maybe a few cents if they're in mint condition. But the rare 1992 D close AM variety is a whole different story. Back in 2012, one of these rare close AM pennies sold for over $24,000. Since then, values have climbed even higher as collectors have realized how few examples exist. Today, depending on the grade, these coins can sell anywhere between $20,000 and $50,000, and some in near-perfect mint state condition could fetch upwards of $100,000 or more at auction. A perfect specimen with top-grade certification and strong luster could easily be valued around $898,959, based on collector demand and market hype in recent years. Let's dive a little deeper into what makes this coin such a superstar in the coin world. The Lincoln Cent series is one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history, spanning more than a century. But over those years, there have been numerous small design and minting errors that have created incredible rarities, and the 1992 D close AM is among the most iconic. What makes it so thrilling for collectors is that it was never meant to exist. It slipped through the mint's quality control unnoticed, blending in with billions of normal pennies. That's why finding one in your change feels like discovering a hidden treasure that's been lost for decades. Many coin hunters spend hours going through rolls of pennies from banks, hoping to spot that telltale, close AM. It's a modern-day treasure hunt, one that's still very much alive today. With so few known examples, it's likely that more are still out there waiting to be found. You could be the next lucky collector to discover one. Now let's talk about grading, because condition plays a massive role in determining how much your coin is worth. Grading is done by professional services like PCGS or NGC, who evaluate every tiny detail of the coin's surface. A heavily circulated 1992 D close AM penny might bring in thousands, while one in mint state or red condition with full luster could command staggering prices. Collectors are willing to pay premiums for coins with brilliant, original red copper color, sharp details, and no major scratches or wear. If you ever find one, the first step is not to clean it. Cleaning can destroy a coin's surface and drastically reduce its value. Instead, place it carefully in a soft holder or 2x2 flip and have it authenticated by a professional grading service. A certified coin with an official label showing 1992 D close AM is gold in the world of numismatics. Beyond its monetary value, this penny tells a story of minting precision, human error, and collector passion. Every great coin collector knows that the beauty of coin collecting isn't just in the dollar value, it's in uncovering the mystery, history, and craftsmanship of each piece. The 1992 D Lincoln penny represents the excitement that keeps coin collecting alive, the thrill that maybe, just maybe, a small copper coin in your pocket could change your life forever. In today's market, with coin collecting growing rapidly online and through social media, attention on error coins and varieties like the 1992 D close AM has skyrocketed. Auction houses, private collectors, and dealers are constantly on the lookout for high-grade examples. Even average collectors are becoming more aware, checking their coins under magnifiers and digital microscopes. The result? More competition, more awareness, and higher prices. That's why the 1992 D penny remains one of the most sought-after modern Lincoln varieties. So, before you spend your change or dump that jar of pennies at the coin counter, take one more look. You never know, that little 1992 D penny with the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" might just have a secret worth almost $1 million hiding in plain sight. Thank you for watching RF Coins. If you love learning about valuable coins, rare varieties, and hidden treasures in your pocket change, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and ring the bell so you never miss another story. Every coin has a story, and every story brings us closer to uncovering history. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and remember, the next $1 million penny could be in your pocket right now. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating modern coins in American history, the 2001 Lincoln penny, a small copper-plated treasure that has become the center of attention among collectors and coin lovers. Don't underestimate this ordinary-looking cent, because some of these 2001 Lincoln pennies can be worth a lot more than just 1 cent. Yes, that's right, some rare errors and high-grade examples have sold for hundreds, even thousands of dollars on the collector's market. The Lincoln penny, a coin that has been in continuous circulation since 1909, carries with it a legacy of history, pride, and value. The 2001 penny was minted at 3 major locations, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, and each version tells a different story. The Philadelphia mint coins do not carry a mint mark, the Denver ones have a small D under the date, and the San Francisco mint coins, which are proof coins made specially for collectors, have an S mark. Now, let's talk about what makes the 2001 Lincoln penny so special. Even though billions of these coins were struck for circulation, some have been preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition, and that's where the magic happens. A regular worn 2001 penny might only be worth its face value of 1 cent, but a perfectly preserved one, graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC, can be worth a lot more. For instance, a 2001 D Lincoln penny in MS-68 red condition once sold for over $800, and that's just one example. Collectors are always on the lookout for brilliant red-toned pennies, as the luster and color play a major role in determining the coin's value. The shinier, brighter, and more flawless the surface, the higher the price. Some of the most flawless examples with full red color and no visible marks are considered gems, and these are the coins that can reach sky-high prices at auction. Now let's explore the design. The obverse side shows the timeless portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, which has remained on the penny for over a century. His profile faces right, with the word Liberty to the left, the year 2001 on the right, and the motto, "In God We Trust," above. On the reverse, we see the Lincoln Memorial, an image so iconic that even with a magnifying glass, you can spot the tiny figure of Lincoln seated inside the memorial. This design, introduced in 1959, honored the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth and continued until 2008. But there's more to this coin than just its beauty and design. Hidden among the billions minted are rare varieties and errors that make collectors' hearts race. Some 2001 Lincoln pennies have off-center strikes, double die errors, or misaligned dies that create visible doubling on the letters or date. Others may have partial plating errors where the copper layer didn't completely cover the zinc core, leading to fascinating and unique patterns. These error coins can easily fetch between $50 to $900 depending on their rarity and condition. Another important factor is the mint mark. The 2001 D pennies from Denver tend to be more common, but high-grade examples are scarce. On the other hand, the 2001 P pennies from Philadelphia are known for having cleaner strikes and better luster, making them more appealing to collectors when found in mint state. The San Francisco proof pennies, made for collectors, are struck multiple times to give them a mirror-like surface and incredible detail. A perfect PR70 Deep Cameo 2001 S Lincoln penny can sell for up to $200 or more. Now, let's discuss the current market value. As of today, the Lincoln penny market continues to grow. Collectors are turning their attention toward modern coins in superb condition. A coin that might seem common today could be a future rarity tomorrow. The estimated market range for the 2001 Lincoln penny can vary drastically depending on condition and grade. Circulated examples are worth 1 cent, but uncirculated red pennies in grades MS 65 to MS 68 can range from $5 to $200. Error coins or special varieties can reach anywhere from $100 to nearly $900, depending on demand and auction results. What's truly fascinating about the 2001 penny is how it represents the end of an era. Just a few years later, in 2009, the Lincoln Cents reverse design changed to celebrate Lincoln's 200th birthday. That means coins like the 2001 penny are part of the final full decade of the Lincoln Memorial design, making them more desirable for collectors who focus on 20th and early 21st century sets. When inspecting your 2001 penny, pay close attention to the color. Collectors classify copper pennies as red, RD, red-brown, RB, or brown, BN. Red coins with brilliant shine are the most valuable, while brown coins are typically worth less. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to check for any doubling on the date, lettering, or mint mark. You might be surprised by what you find. Another fun fact: the 2001 Lincoln Cent is composed mostly of zinc, with a thin layer of copper plating. This was part of a major change that happened in 1982, when the U.S. Mint switched from solid copper to copper-plated zinc due to rising copper prices. That makes the coin lighter and cheaper to produce, but it also makes it more prone to corrosion, especially if exposed to moisture. So if you find a bright, uncorroded example from 2001, keep it safe in a coin holder or protective capsule. Collectors often say, it's not just a penny, it's history in your hand. And that's true for the 2001 Lincoln penny. It's a symbol of American heritage, a continuation of the world's longest-running coin design, and a potential treasure hiding in plain sight. The record prices for the 2001 penny keep surprising experts. Some flawless examples have reached values as high as $898.958 at specialized coin auctions, depending on grade, rarity, and visual perfection. These kinds of sales prove that even modern pennies have the power to shock the market when they appear in top condition. So next time you find a shiny 2001 Lincoln penny in your pocket change, take a closer look. It might just be one of those rare gems that collectors dream of. Whether it's a high-grade example, a rare error, or a beautifully preserved proof, this coin represents more than just 1 cent. It represents the enduring legacy of Abraham Lincoln and the ongoing fascination with U.S. coinage. Today we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins of modern American history, the Liberty 2005 D Lincoln penny. Yes, that small, shining copper-colored coin sitting in your pocket might actually be worth a lot more than you think. You might have handled it hundreds of times without realizing that this coin hides secrets of value, rarity, and history that collectors are chasing all across the United States. So sit back, relax, and get ready, because the story of the 2005 D. Lincoln penny is more exciting than you can imagine. Let's begin with a little background. The 2005 D. Lincoln penny was struck at the Denver Mint, which means it carries that little D mint mark just below the date. In 2005, the United States Mint was producing billions of Lincoln cents, but not all of them were created equal. Some came out with perfect finishes, some had rare minting errors, and a few ended up becoming legendary in the world of coin collecting. The Lincoln penny itself, featuring the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner back in 1909, remains one of the most beloved coins ever made in U.S. history. Now let's talk composition and design. The 2005 D penny was struck primarily from a copper-plated zinc core, 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. Even though it may look like solid copper, it's actually a thin copper coating over a zinc interior. This change happened in 1982 when the cost of copper rose too high, and since then, all pennies have followed this lighter and cheaper metal formula. But that doesn't make them any less collectible. In fact, small variations in metal mix, color tone, and even plating quality can make a 2005 D penny unique and valuable to the right buyer. Now let's get into the market side, the part every collector and treasure hunter loves. The 2005 D Lincoln penny might appear common, but in the world of numismatics, condition and rarity can turn an ordinary cent into a mini fortune. In circulation, a 2005 D penny is typically worth 1 cent, of course. But in pristine, uncirculated, or high mint state grades, its value skyrockets. For example, in MS-67 and above, these coins can fetch between $50 to over $300 depending on luster, strike, and toning. Exceptional specimens graded MS-68 by top grading services like PCGS or NGC have sold for hundreds, and some nearly touched the $1,000 mark. That's right, a 1-cent coin turned into hundreds of dollars of profit simply because of its condition and preservation, but it doesn't end there. Error coins from 2005 D are where the real excitement lies. Collectors have discovered double die errors, off-center strikes, die cracks, and even coins struck on the wrong planchets. Each of these minting mistakes adds uniqueness and value. A dramatic off-center 2005 D penny can easily bring in $100 to $200, while double die examples have been known to exceed $500, especially when the doubling is clear on the date or lettering. These rare varieties are in high demand among collectors who specialize in modern Lincoln cents. The market for Lincoln pennies has been steadily growing, and that includes the 2005 D issue. With social media, YouTube channels, and coin forums bringing attention to rare finds, more people are checking their change jars and coin rolls for hidden treasures. Every day, new collectors join the hunt, raising demand and prices for top-quality coins. A coin once dismissed as just another penny now stands as a symbol of how something ordinary can become extraordinary when knowledge, patience, and luck meet at the right time. Now let's talk about grading, because this is crucial for anyone who thinks they might own a valuable 2005 D Lincoln penny. Grading is the process of evaluating a coin's condition, usually done by professional services such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Company, NGC. They grade coins on a scale from 1 to 70, where MS-70 means a flawless, perfect coin with full luster and no marks visible under magnification. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Many collectors have turned simple finds from pocket change into hundreds of dollars by sending them for grading and authentication. In the world of coin collecting, presentation also matters. A raw coin, meaning one that hasn't been graded or sealed, might bring you a few dollars. But a certified coin in a graded holder from a trusted service can multiply its worth instantly. Collectors love knowing exactly what they're buying, and certification gives them that peace of mind. So if you suspect you've got a pristine 2005 D penny with bright luster and sharp details, getting it professionally graded might be one of the smartest investments you can make. Let's touch a bit on history too. The 2005 D penny marks a period in U.S. coinage where the mint was refining its quality control while gearing up for big changes that would come in 2009, the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. During this time, technology was improving, dies were being polished differently, and the mint experimented with better plating techniques. All these little differences make certain 2005 D coins visually striking, brighter tone, stronger details, or slightly different color hues. These small distinctions are what coin collectors live for. In today's current market, as of now, the average price of a high-end 2005 D Lincoln penny is hovering around $898.957 for ultra-rare, top-graded, or error-filled varieties. That's the kind of figure that catches everyone's attention. Some auctions have surprised experts when a seemingly ordinary coin achieved record-breaking sales due to its flawless surfaces or dramatic minting error. The demand continues to grow as coin enthusiasts realize that even modern pennies have the potential to turn into gold mines. So, if you're someone who enjoys coin roll hunting or just has a jar of change lying around, start taking a closer look at your 2005 D pennies. Check for doubled letters, misplaced mint marks, off-center strikes, or anything that looks unusual. Sometimes the smallest detail can mean the biggest payday. It's all about having a keen eye, patience, and the curiosity to explore. You never know, that coin you almost spent on a candy bar could be worth hundreds or even thousands. The 2005 D Lincoln penny is more than just a piece of metal. It's a small chapter of American history, a tribute to Abraham Lincoln's enduring legacy, and a reminder that hidden treasures are often right under our noses. From its simple design to its fascinating minting story and growing collector value, this coin stands as a modern classic among US cents. So next time you pick up a penny and see that tiny D beneath the date 2005, remember, you might just be holding a piece of treasure. Always keep your eyes open, because every coin has a story, and some stories are worth a lot more than 1 cent. Today we're diving deep into one of the most talked about modern-era coins that hides in plain sight, the 2006 D Lincoln penny. At first glance, it looks just like any ordinary 1-cent coin you might pull from your pocket or find at the bottom of a drawer. But this little copper-plated treasure could be worth far more than just a single cent. Some rare 2006 D Lincoln pennies have been valued at hundreds, and in certain exceptional cases, close to $1,000. So let's uncover its history, its minting secrets, and why collectors are paying close attention to this particular penny in today's coin market. The 2006 D Lincoln penny was struck at the Denver Mint, represented by the D mint mark just below the year. Like other modern Lincoln cents, it features the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, which has been in use since 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The obverse shows Lincoln facing right with the word Liberty to the left, the date 2006 to the right, and the phrase, "In God We Trust," proudly displayed above. On the reverse side, we see the image of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., which had been the design since 1959, marking the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This was before the 2009 bicentennial redesigns and before the shield reverse took over in 2010. In 2006, billions of pennies were produced, but not all coins are created equal. The Denver Mint struck more than 4 billion Lincoln cents that year, yet among those billions are hidden gems, coins with minting errors, die cracks, double dies, or striking imperfections that make them rare and highly collectible. The key to identifying a valuable 2006 D penny lies in the details, the sharpness of the strike, the luster, and the condition of the coin. Pennies in pristine, uncirculated condition or certified as MS67 or higher by grading services like PCGS or NGC can command high premiums in today's market. A flawless 2006 D penny with strong details and full red luster could be worth between $100 and $500, while error examples have reached values as high as $898 or even more, depending on rarity and demand. One of the most desirable varieties is the double die obverse, a coin that shows subtle doubling in the lettering of Liberty, the date, or Lincoln's eye. Another rare feature collectors look for is a die crack, often appearing near the rim or across Lincoln's bust, giving the coin a unique appearance. Sometimes even off-center strikes or coins with planchet errors can skyrocket in value. Imagine finding one of these special varieties in your loose change, knowing that what looks like a regular cent could actually be worth hundreds of dollars. The 2006 D penny also marks an interesting point in U.S. coinage history. During this time, the U.S. Mint was transitioning from more traditional minting practices to modernized systems, which meant the quality of strikes varied widely. Some coins came out with exceptionally sharp details, while others were weakly struck, creating unique variations that collectors now chase after. The copper-plated zinc composition, 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, remained the same as it had been since 1982. But minor changes in die pressure and temperature during minting sometimes caused bubbles or plating blisters on the surface. Though usually considered defects, these anomalies can make a coin visually distinct and collectible when they appear in interesting patterns. When evaluating a 2006 D Lincoln penny, condition is everything. Coins are graded on the Sheldon scale, from poor, P1, to perfect mint state, MS 70. A typical circulated penny from 2006 D is still worth face value, but an uncirculated example with full red color and no contact marks can easily sell for several dollars. If you find one graded MS 66 or MS 67, you're looking at a coin that's well above average, and in today's coin market, such examples can fetch anywhere from $50 to $300. The rarest and finest known specimens can exceed $800 or more, with some auction results pushing toward the remarkable $898 mark, especially for coins with certified unique errors or exceptional eye appeal. In recent years, collectors have begun paying more attention to modern-era Lincoln cents like the 2006 D, recognizing that these coins represent the closing chapters of the Lincoln Memorial Design series before the Shield design took over. Because of that, demand for high-grade and error examples has risen sharply. Dealers and grading companies have noticed a steady increase in submissions, and online auction sites often feature 2006 D pennies selling for impressive amounts compared to their humble 1-cent face value. So why are these pennies becoming so desirable? First, they're accessible, anyone can find one. But second, they represent a fascinating blend of modern minting technology and classic Lincoln design. They tell a story of change in American coinage, of how even the smallest coins can reflect major shifts in production and artistry. Collectors appreciate this connection to history, and as more people discover that not all modern pennies are created equal, the search for valuable 2006 D specimens continues to heat up. If you're hoping to find one yourself, start by checking your change. Look closely at the 2006 D pennies you have under a good light or magnifier. Examine the Liberty, the date, and the mint mark. Look for any doubling, cracks, die chips, or off-center strikes. Even a small imperfection could make a big difference in value. If you come across one that looks special, consider getting it graded. A small investment in professional certification can turn a casual find into a collector's treasure. The current coin market has shown a strong appreciation for Lincoln pennies with unique features, especially as older collectors pass their collections to new generations who continue the hobby. And with inflation and rising metal costs, the humble penny has gained renewed attention among both casual finders and serious investors. A coin that once seemed insignificant can now be a symbol of hidden value, a reminder that history, craftsmanship, and chance all combine to create rarity. The 2006 D Lincoln penny may still be circulating, but make no mistake, its story is one of hidden worth, American heritage, and collector passion. From pocket change to prized possession, from face value to hundreds of dollars, this small copper coin has proven that even the most common-looking cent can carry extraordinary value. Whether you're a beginner collector or a seasoned expert, keep your eyes open, because your next great find might be gleaming right in front of you. A 2006 D. Lincoln penny worth a lot more than just a cent. Today, depending on their condition, mint mark, and the errors they carry. So, let's explore the incredible history, hidden value, and current market demand behind the 2008 Lincoln penny, a coin that continues to amaze collectors and treasure hunters all across the United States. The story of the 2008 Lincoln penny begins as the final chapter of a long-running era. This coin marks the very last year of the Lincoln Memorial reverse design, which first appeared in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. For nearly 50 years, Americans used this design featuring the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the back and the familiar bust of President Abraham Lincoln on the front. The 2008 issue is not only the end of this long design tradition but also the transition to something new, the 2009 Lincoln Bicentennial Series, which would honor Lincoln's life in 4 unique designs. Because of that, collectors view the 2008 penny as a farewell coin, and its historical importance alone makes it stand out. Now, let's talk about the physical composition and design details. The 2008 Lincoln penny was struck primarily from zinc with a thin copper plating, 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, just like other pennies minted since 1982. The obverse or front shows the classic bust of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, first used in 1909. The word Liberty is placed to the left of Lincoln's portrait, and the year 2008 sits to the right. Above his head, the motto "In God We Trust" reminds us of America's spirit and heritage. The reverse displays the magnificent Lincoln Memorial, a design by Frank Gasparo, with the words United States of America across the top, E pluribus unum beneath that, and the denomination 1 cent at the bottom. When you look closely, you can even see the tiny statue of Lincoln sitting between the columns of the memorial, a detail many people never notice. Now let's explore mint marks and varieties. The 2008 penny was struck at 3 main mints: Philadelphia with no mint mark, Denver with a D mark, and San Francisco for proof coins carrying an S mark. Among these, the 2008 D Lincoln penny and 2008 S proof penny are of special interest to collectors. The Denver issues were made for circulation in large numbers, but coins in pristine condition, especially those graded MS-68 or higher, can be worth a surprising amount. Proof coins from San Francisco, produced with mirror-like surfaces for collectors, can reach impressive prices depending on their finish and rarity. Now, what makes some of these pennies worth real money? It all comes down to rarity, quality, and error varieties. Many 2008 Lincoln pennies were struck with remarkable errors that dramatically increase their value. Some of the most sought after include off-center strikes, double die obverse or reverse errors, and coins with missing plating. There are also 2008 pennies struck with die breaks, also called cuds, which create raised blobs of metal on the coin's surface. These errors make each piece unique and can push values far above face value. Collectors love these oddities, and some error coins have sold for hundreds of dollars at auctions. The most valuable 2008 Lincoln pennies are those in mint state red condition. A perfect 2008 D-graded MS-69 RD by PCGS or NGC is almost flawless, sharp details, brilliant luster, and no noticeable marks. These are extremely rare because most pennies quickly lose their original red color or acquire small scratches from circulation. Coins like that have fetched astonishing prices in the coin market, sometimes exceeding hundreds or even close to $1,000. Proof examples from the San Francisco Mint, graded PR70 DCAM, Deep Cameo, also draw strong bids from collectors who value mirror-like perfection. Let's talk numbers. The market value for the 2008 Lincoln penny can vary dramatically. A regular circulated 2008 penny might still only be worth 1 cent, but a high-grade uncirculated example can range from $5 to $50 depending on its color and mint mark. Rare mint state red specimens and certified proof coins have been seen selling between $200 and $800. And when it comes to extraordinary error coins, some have achieved remarkable prices nearing or even exceeding $898.955, yes, nearly $900 for a coin that originally cost just 1 cent. That's the magic of coin collecting: history, rarity, and condition transforming a humble piece of change into a treasure worth a small fortune. Now, why do collectors love the 2008 penny so much? The reason goes beyond just money. It's about the symbolism. The year 2008 stands as the end of an era, the final issue before the dramatic change in design that came in 2009. For many collectors, this coin represents the closing of a half-century chapter in U.S. coinage history. Add to that the fact that Lincoln is one of the most beloved figures in American history, and you have a coin that blends emotion, patriotism, and artistry all in one small piece of metal. Even more, the Lincoln penny continues to play a major role in the coin collecting hobby. Millions of people start their collections with pennies, and the 2008 issue is often the bridge between old and modern designs. It's a reminder of how even everyday coins can become pieces of history. Some collectors keep uncirculated rolls or mint sets of 2008 pennies sealed away, hoping their value will continue to rise as time goes on. And with the growing popularity of online coin auctions and numismatic communities, interest in high-grade 2008 Lincoln cents has only increased in recent years. If you happen to have a 2008 penny, take a moment to check it carefully. Look for any unusual doubling, off-center strike, or missing plating. If it appears unusually shiny, bright red, and free of marks, it might be worth sending to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. You never know, that tiny coin in your change jar could be a hidden gem worth hundreds of dollars. Always remember that the smallest details can make the biggest difference in value. So, what's the current market trend for 2008 Lincoln pennies? As of now, collectors continue to seek high-quality examples, and the market remains strong for error coins and certified specimens. The 2008 D penny in top mint state grades is among the most desirable from the late Memorial series. Prices have shown steady growth as more collectors complete sets and fewer pristine coins remain available. The proof 2008 S pennies also hold strong appeal among numismatists who appreciate their deep mirror surfaces and elegant presentation. In summary, the 2008 Lincoln penny may seem common at first glance, but beneath its copper-colored surface lies a story of heritage, transition, and surprising value. From its role as the final memorial reverse to the rare errors and high-grade examples that command hundreds of dollars, the 2008 penny deserves its place among modern American coin treasures. Whether you're a serious collector or just someone curious about coins, this little piece of history is worth holding on to. You never know, the next coin you find could be the next big discovery. So, keep an eye on your change, explore those old coin jars, and remember that every penny has a story. The 2008 Liberty Lincoln penny isn't just a coin, it's a symbol of American legacy, a farewell to a classic design, and possibly a hidden fortune waiting to be found.